Maybe I'll start the short one. Is this the short one? I don't. Zero.
Yeah, that was the show
That's
one.
as basic as you can go, I guess. Well, there's the YouTube countdown one that they use all the time. Hey, Dana B. We got Bill B. I love owls. Phil R. Pone 77. Pete. Professor Falcon.
Hello, folks. Let's welcome the new member to the channel.
Oh, thank you. Happy New Year's to you too. Oh boy. Yeah, I wasn't, planning on doing a live or anything. But I had already set it up, so I went ahead and we're just going to do an hour one because Vineyard Chicks are going to be live at 9, I do believe, unless something has changed. But as far as I know, they'll be live at 9. Let me go see if I can find them real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, they're live at 9.
Oh, okay. Well, we know where my other half will be at 9 o'clock.
Hey, Chicken Noodle Girl. Yeah, I want to go over some ways that we can get ready for prepping and things like that, and kind of, because I don't know if you guys have been like me for last year. I've actually got into my preps to survive the year. So I'm going to have to figure out ways I can, get some more rice and other stuff.
Well,
because I've been eating a lot of rice here lately. Rice and beans.
Well, after what I found out, just make sure you keep your rice, your macaroni and cheese, and bag stuff out of boxes. You either go ahead and put them in jars or put them in plastic totes, because mice love rice and pancake mix.
Oh yeah, but I don't have those issues.
I wonder why.
You would get them, huh? You know I'm talking about you, huh? Come on. Oh. Mr. Spike. He's camera shy, though.
What up, Spike? Every time I hear that word, I think about the old cartoons. Garfield, there was one in there called Spike.
I thought you were going to say Spike from Gremlins.
No. That's exactly what the wife's in there saying. Gremlins.
Yeah, I heard her yell Gremlins.
Oh,
Snoopy's brother was Spike?
I did not know that.
Neither did I. I didn't know he had a brother.
Now I knew he had some brothers, but I think it was in something like one cartoon. You know. Oh,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I came across this um I was doing some research on stuff, and then I came across these articles about how to prep and stuff, and they got quite a bit of a following, and they were telling people how to store some stuff, and I'm like, why are you telling them this? This is not how you're supposed to do it. uh, they weren't telling people to put the stuff in a freezer to kill the eggs and everything, and um, they were putting it in regular Ziploc bags, and I'm like,
no.
oh,
Great
there's
jams. Did we keep you up too late last night?
I was there's so many things out there that I think somebody wants to be called a prepper or whatever, and they'll go get information not
Oh,
knowing which information is good or bad, and then they'll post it somewhere, and oh, I'm an expert, not knowing.
thinking they are an expert at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it just, and that same bad information keeps going down the road. um and it I mean, it can be a little daunting trying to figure out some of this stuff because there is so much bad information out there.
Well,
The
now,
fact is, though, you got to look at one way, and then keep looking for others that matches the same thing that you think is right, because you could go through 50 websites that say to do one thing, and then only 10% of them is the
correct.
accurate way.
Well, now I think it was you I was talking to where I said if I'm wanting to can something for the first time or whatever, I'll go through a couple of weeks of just watching a video of the
Yeah,
same thing. And then I would try to figure out who the best one was, you know. But it's got to the point. I've got my own type of people, that I go to first,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But you're right. What you got to do is called a ball canning book or a canning book. Okay.
Well, you said ball, which I think they call it the ball Bible.
Yeah, I've got
Um,
to.
that would be, if for canning, that would be like a go-to
Yeah.
book to have. And I know a lot of people that do canning, and they have that book,
Right.
and it looks like somebody drug it down the road because they use it all the time. They open it up and they lay it down and they spill stuff on it, and
Mhm.
it's well used. And that tells me that is probably one of the most accurate books that you can get. Now, it won't have the what they call the rebel canning stuff in there,
No.
but that's where you have to learn that other side, and sometimes it's rough. um
Well,
like like when they put stuff in the oven, there are people that swear to that's the best way to can things. For me, no, because there's too many things that can break that seal.
Can't go wrong.
The jars can be, fractures in the jars that you can't see. There's a lot of them.
Right. But I mean, it just, and let's look at it like this. Okay. Ball canning book. Now, I mean, they're strict on how they tell people to do stuff. Straight up, plain and simple. Everything in it is USDA approved. So to see something that is USDA approved, it means they put that through multiple tests. And I had preferred to do it the right way than to, let's say, I got to go out on my own and do something wrong in 6 months to a year, open it up and eat it, and end up going to the hospital with food poisoning.
Yeah.
You've got, before you start playing around with stuff, you've got to know the correct way to do it first.
Yeah. Get that procedure down, the steps.
Yes. Hello, Carson.
I would, and this is how I do it whenever I'm canning something. And sometimes I don't even know, like I made that cranberry apple butter. Never looked at a recipe. I just winged it. And that, unfortunately, I probably should have recorded it so I knew what I put into everything, because that was really good. But besides the stuff I made it with, the procedure, I do everything. I have a dishwasher, so I put my jars in there and run them through a cycle so they're sterilized. And then I set them on a towel, and I do the lids. I put them in a small thing to where I can boil the water for those to sterilize those. And that's after I clean them. I've seen people open a box up and put them in there. Oh, they're fine. They're sterile because I put them in there. I want to make sure I'll wash them in hot soapy water, rinse them off, then put them in the hot water to get ready to put on the jars. And then I'll get all my tools and I'll dip them in the hot water too after I clean them.
Yeah.
Dip them in the hot water and lay them up on another towel that they're separate. Same thing with, I'll get my vinegar in a little saucer dish and have all that all ready to go. And then whenever I'm just dump the stuff in the jars and ready to go, and have my water. If I'm water bathing, I have that sitting here, and then I have an electric kettle that I keep running. So if my water doesn't go all the way to the right spot over the jars, I can pour that in there, and it's already boiling hot water, so it doesn't take as long to get back up to temperature. Well, I do a whole stretch of stuff, so I'm not like, oh crap, I forgot to do this. Now I have to wait for this. I have to wait for that, and then by that, then your stuff has been setting out for a long period of time.
Well, now I think you can clarify better than I can. let's say back in the 1800s, when people used to can, okay, there wasn't no FDA approval ratings or nothing.
No.
Now, a lot of people got sick canning back in them days also.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, seals would pop open or whatever, you know.
well, this is even before there was a seal. They
Yeah.
used wax.
Right.
I don't know if you remember um,
How old do you think I am?
wax things where they would just pour wax on the top of whatever they're canning. They'd put a divider there, but that would seal it in.
Done that. I remember a couple of them doing that, like paraphernalia wax or
Yeah.
something like that. They melt it and pour it on top,
Yeah.
and that would seal it like that. But I mean, come on, I was about 5 or 6 years old when I saw that.
And some of the canning lids back then were not, not the best. There was defects in them and things like that you couldn't see.
Right.
And that's where they were getting their issues from. But nowadays there are some that come from other countries that are not so good, but it used to be the only kind that you would get was ball. And
Yeah.
now there are some really good companies out there that are giving ball a run for their money.
Now, I know when it comes to the cannon lids, not the bands, now the lids, the number one company I've seen giving ball a run for their money is called 4 Jars.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out. What's the one that Make It Make went down to in Florida?
That was 4 Jars.
Was it? Okay.
That was
Yeah,
4
there's
Jars.
another one, the True Seal, I think it's called. I can't remember what the name of it is.
Not sure.
It's supposed to be as good too.
Yeah. But I mean, Rose Red. I don't know if it's Rose Red Homesteading or what it is. But now that woman, she gets on there and she gets to can. Trust me, she is a stickler for rules on there. I mean, she'd give you a run for your money, Bushcraft, when it comes to something like that. But if y'all really want to learn the correct way, go watch her. And I mean, do it right the first time. Okay. And like I said before, myself, I would can something for the first time. I'd go watch a couple of 100 videos on it like that. And then I would go to the people that I favor right much and see if they got a video out. And if they do, I would follow their video along with the ball canning cookbook. The main thing I follow, or I did follow in the cookbook, was the
Time.
the time and your pressure, how much pressure, because different elevations is different pressure.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you're below sea level, I think it's what, 5 pounds, and from sea level up to, don't quote me on this, I'm gonna say from sea level up to 10,000 feet is 15. I mean 10, and anything above that would be 15. But it also mainly depends on what part of the country you're in also.
I used to have a thing that showed all this, and I might have got rid of it.
But
It's
and
on one of my videos though. It
yeah,
shows all the temperatures and things.
I can't even think of the name of it. What they call it. And the main reason you want to take your rings off after they're sealed, in some incidents, you will get a false seal. The lid will pop open, and a little later on, it will reseal. That's the reason. After you seal, you go through, you press your can. I'm gonna say for at least a month, go back, at least once a week and check to see if they are still sealed. If you hear that click in that lid, throw it away because the seal popped. It ain't
Well,
no
don't throw it away. Empty it out. Reuse the jar.
good. Well,
Them jars are expensive.
man, you ain't kidding. Have you checked? Man, they got about twice the price now. It's what they was, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, you used to get them for a box of them at Goodwill for $1. Now it's like $1.99 each for one jar, and I'm like, geez.
Down here, I never could find them at the Goodwill. I had to go. I hate to say it. I had to go to Walmart, and for 12 jars plus the lids and everything, I was paying about what $7, $8 for a case of.
Not anymore.
Yeah, tell me about
Last I checked was 19 for the largemouth
it.
quarts.
Courts. Well,
Yeah,
now
I think they're over 20 now though.
Well, see, with just me and the wife sitting here, I can a lot of mine in pints, wide mouth pints, because what I may want, she may not want, you know. So, what's the point of opening up 2-quart jars when you're going to throw some of it away?
Well, I like the quart jars for broth and spaghetti sauce and stuff like that.
I'm not going to deny you on that because I'm not.
Oh, I guess it went down to 16. And that's for 6.
Go to the dollar store and buy some candy jars. I think you get 6 for $8.
No, I wouldn't go to the dollar store for candy jars.
No, I mean, well, they're ball. Okay, I'm talking Dollar General.
Oh, they don't have them.
They sell ball candy jars.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
you don't get a case. You only get 6 for about $8, $9. To me, I just walk on by. I'm not paying that much for 6 damn jars. But when you're in a pinch and need them, you need them.
Yeah.
And for people who's never done rice, what you do is you go buy a bag of rice and you put it in the freezer for about 3 days.
Watch the rice you get though. That rich stuff, you have to be careful of that stuff because I don't know. To me, there's a difference in the rice now that I didn't notice before, and I had gotten some rice, and I was like,
Really?
it doesn't taste the same. There's something different about it. And I looked at the bag, and it says it's fully enriched rice, and I'm like, when did this come about? I thought that enriched stuff was, bread and all that stuff. I didn't know that it made it to rice. And that stuff you don't want to store that at all.
Well, now
because
what likes?
that rice is no good. It's
Now
it's
they
like
have
very starchy, and it's like it's full of chemicals.
okay. Now they have said some of the canners that I watched, they said it's mixed with plastic. So you got to
Well,
watch that.
it's the silicon stuff, which can
Okay.
be it can actually be plastic, or it can be wood pulp. Very fine pulps of wood. That way it's like a filler. It's the same way. That's the same stuff. It's in the Walmart milk.
Dude,
It's a filler. Ugh.
you know, I kept telling you, I thought I was lactose intolerant with milk. Well, that was because we always kept buying milk from Walmart. It got to the point, yes, Piggly Wiggly, okay, we was paying a little bit more for the milk than what we was normally getting. Dude, that tastes more like milk than any Walmart brand you'll ever buy. It's worth the extra price.
Yeah,
Trust.
up here it's the one in a yellow jug. I forget what the name of it is, but I just look for the yellow jug, and that's usually. I mean, you could taste the difference. What you could pour it, and you could see the difference between it too.
You can see sunshine through it. But to me, the more cream that the milk has in taste, the better the pure the milk is.
Yeah.
You don't taste that shit at all. Excuse me. Apologize. That taste is not at all in none of the Walmart brands that they carry.
Oh yeah, I know. Even and you see these videos, and it's a shame because you'll see these people putting all these recipes together, and it's the Walmart brand. That's it. They don't
Yeah.
have, fresh this or fresh that. It's all Walmart stuff. And it's Walmart garlic, Walmart this, and their spices are all Walmart. And I'm like, ay, ay, ay.
90% of what Walmart carries is 99% fake. It you know it you'd
Yeah,
stand a
there's,
better chance going to Walmart and going through the Hispanic aisle and buying pure stuff than you would out of it.
what is it called? Adobe? No, is that no? That's not it. I forget that because that's what I get because it's got garlic. I think sage in it.
Hmm.
Adobo. I think it's called something like that. Um, and it's a better garlic powder than Walmart is.
Man, anything's better than Walmart.
Yeah,
But you
because
know,
the garlic that you get from Walmart is China garlic that they dehydrate and grind up in them for their garlic.
well now, as bad as I hate Walmart, and trust me, there is no love lost between us. Y'all look at it like this right here. Before Walmart showed up, we had mom and pop stores, which I'm a number one fan now of mom and pop stores.
Well, I go to some of the some uh, Amish places. Some Amish places are not Amish. I'll put it that way. They
Right.
dress up and everything, but they're not Amish. Um,
They got the
and
Amish name.
they don't even have Amish names. They just call it whatever, and they go around in the dresses and in the bonnets and everything, but their items and things are not Amish. You can tell that you can almost tell the difference. Like the bacon that I get at the Amish place over here that's close to here is $4.99 a pound. And it's really really good bacon.
Mhm.
I mean it doesn't look like the the bacon that you buy in the store. It's a different shade and everything, and there are some people that I when I'm waiting in line, they look at that bacon, they're going, "Ooh, that bacon doesn't look good," but it's actually real bacon that they've smoked themselves or they cured themselves,
Yep. If y'all
and
want some,
it doesn't look like that processed stuff that you get in the store.
now I think Grape Jams would probably agree with me on this. If you want some true bacon, go find you a butcher and tell them you want a half a side of pork belly. Take it home, smoke it, and slice it yourself.
Or salted, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Because you
you,
can you salt it first, then smoke it.
yeah. I think you salt it for what? Oh God,
30 days. I think
a
it's a
month,
month. Yeah.
something like that, something like that. What's her
Oh,
name?
I like that. I like the yellow rice too. That's
I
good
love
stuff.
it. Now, let's say you canning rice, canning, freezing, putting back. Does yellow rice last as long as white rice?
Yellow. It's because it's got spices and stuff in it. It's it's a little bag. You
Right,
they
little one
um
pound bag.
yeah, that the spices and stuff would probably get hardened up, but the
Okay.
rice would probably be good. But believe it or not, I actually um I have that in my bug out bag. Yellow rice and the rice and beans one, because it's really good protein, and if you can you can separate it out a little bit, if you know what I mean, to where you can have one little meal, and then because the spices usually stick together in those.
Right. Well, see, now here, I love rice. I could eat it at least two, maybe three times a week. The
Mhm.
wife, she really don't care that much for rice. Which I'm not going to sit here and try to force her to eat it or nothing like that. But
Yeah.
she's too good with them cast iron pans. But you know, it depends on the person. If they don't like something, they don't like it. You
Don't
can't
prep it.
force a person.
Well, I shouldn't say don't prep it, because if you had the extra money, I would say prep it for trading, barter,
Yeah.
or whatnot, because like all prepping channels, they tell you if you don't like something, don't prep it, which makes sense because you don't want to eat something. Um, say you can't get the store or something for 3 months, and all that you prepped was rice. You're gonna get sick of rice. And if you don't like rice, you're going to be a miserable person in the end of that 3 months.
Yes, you will.
But you prep the stuff that you like to eat, and then if you have the extra money, prep that rice and beans and stuff that you don't like. That
Or
way you can trade it for somebody that needs it for something that they have.
Yeah, because somebody else may like it and they may have something they don't like, but yet you do.
Yeah.
You know, let's say like Spam. I know some people can't even stand to hear the can open, but you know, there are people out there who love Spam. You know,
Oh yeah.
so you can take that one can of Spam and trade it for a box of salt, a little bit of seasoning, you know, like that. You know, I mean, look, don't just prep food, okay? Let me start this off real quick.
Yeah.
Don't prep just food. Prep your spices, your salt, your pepper, your garlic, stuff like that. You know, red onion flakes, jalapeno peppers have been dehydrated. You know, like that right there. But
yeah, I think everybody likes that yellow rice. That stuff's pretty good, and they have different ones too. They have like there's a Alfredo one, which isn't too bad, but I like the yellow rice better than that. There's a lime and something other one that isn't too bad either.
Exactly, TH2. I forgot all about that. If one person in the family don't like rice, then the leftover becomes rice pudding. I love rice pudding.
Oh. And that's another good reason to can things is even if you're growing a lot of tomatoes, like I made spaghetti sauce and I also made pizza sauce, and the pizza sauce is just not for pizza. You can it's a thicker sauce that you don't have to cook as long. You can have it on top of pasta or whatever, but it's a lot thicker. So I don't have to make bigger jars of it. I can make smaller jars of it.
Yeah.
And also with that, you can make your own ketchup. You can make your own sloppy Joe mix and things like that, to where you can just have a can of hamburger and a can of sloppy Joe mix, and you got sloppy Joes.
Well, see, a lot of people, they can a whole bunch of tomato stuff, you know, like you were saying. Me, I've been wanting to grow a whole bunch of cucumbers, not cucumbers, cucumbers. You know, do pickles and stuff like that, but you know, and put them in salads or whatever. But the problem is here at the house, 90% of them don't make it in the house.
Well, that you need to plant more then.
I have planted, what was it at one time? There was over 60 vines that sprouted.
How many well, what do you grow? Do you grow cucumbers or do you grow pickling cucumbers?
Yeah, I have bought packs that said pickling cucumbers, but when they got through, they was about a foot long, maybe longer.
Well, you let them on the vine too long.
No, I don't, because I know the type of cucumbers it is. They put the wrong seeds in the wrong pack.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you because even the little pickling ones,
Right.
if you let them go, they'll go huge.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now, I mean, I like the pickling cucumbers better. They got a better taste to it than normal cucumbers do.
And they're when you pickle them, they're more crispier too.
Yes, they are.
I mean, you can do regular cucumbers like that, but they'll end up getting mushier.
Yeah. And don't think about you can cut them up and freeze them. That don't work either. I've tried. It becomes cucumber soup that tastes like crap. But it's either pickle them or sell them or eat them. What you don't eat, pickle them.
And I learned something from the Vineyard Chicks to make your whatever you're pickling crunchier is put grape leaves in there.
I've heard a few people say the same thing.
Yeah.
And when they done the cheeseburger soup, they taught me something I did not know, is to go ahead and, add everything first and then add your hamburger to it.
Yeah, that way you flavor the hamburger. And
Yeah,
I see these cooks that are on TV. They'll put the ground beef in and stuff, and then they'll put their other stuff in there. I'm like, why are you doing it backwards? You always start with, because one time try putting onions in a skillet with a little bit of lard or whatever, and put some pepper on top of the onions, and just smell the aroma off of just that.
Yeah.
And then if you add that to your ground beef as you're cooking it, that flavor goes into the ground beef.
Well, see, I did not know all that. But
And
after
I think that comes from that's Italian cooking, I do believe.
Well, it's like I told, I think it was KK, the one on the keyboard. I told her, I said, it's a crying shame that a 63-year-old is being taught by what is 18-year-old on how to cook. I don't mean nothing bad about it, but when it comes to something like that, hey, I'm all for learning.
Yeah, I don't care what age. If you're learning something, that's all that matters, is you're learning something.
Yeah. I mean, every day somebody is learning something.
You should be.
Okay, yeah, you should be learning
There's
something.
probably some out there that
knows it all. But yeah. Great. Dana B said grape leaves, huh?
Yep. And they're in here. I'm sure they'll tell you about it.
Yeah, Grape Jams is in here. I think I saw Vineyard Dad up in here. Yeah, he's in here. Hold on. That's something. Grape Jams is green. Vineyard Dad is not.
Okay, I found a video of Jeff and Dixie, and I have to play it. It's Jeff trying to make potato salad, and Dixie getting all over him because he's not doing it right.
You're probably right too.
Oh, everybody again, this is Don of Don's Country Cooking. We're going to make some potato salad again. She's already over there laughing at me. Listen at her. All right, we've already got a potatoes fixed here. No, not potatoes, it's taters. We got to have taters. She calls it potatoes. But we got about 8 or 10 medium-sized potatoes. They already cooked, softening them up here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add about a half a cup of chopped up onions. We're going to put them in there. Stick them right on in
Just
there.
killed it right there.
Then we're going to put about 5 or 6 boiled eggs chopped up. Put all them in there. Throw them right
I
on
like
in there.
how he talks.
Don't come out, take your hand, rake them off in there. All right, now we're going to start dumping them in.
Don't mash them, Don.
Who's doing this? There she is, wanting to boss me around again. I've never heard nothing like her. I can't
That's me and
quit
Dixon.
mashing them if they all tied up here. I think I need a bowl to mash them in.
He's gonna burn them, Don.
She sent me this old pan down here with these taters in it.
Put stuff in. Do it all at
All
once.
right, ready? All right, Kate. Now I'll put them in a bowl where I can keep them, throw them all out on the counter. All right, start mashing them in here.
Quit
All right.
mashing them.
You don't want me to come over on you. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add about 2. No,
Cup.
let's go with about salad dressing.
Now, Don, you know you're supposed to put your salad dressing last. Put them.
We'll put salad dressing
First.
last. So I'm putting my salad dressing last.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna put about 3 heaping spoons salad dressing last.
It'll take more than that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of salad dressing. There that is. And now I'm gonna put some dill pickle relish. Put some of that.
Sweet in my house.
Oh,
I'd rather have sweet pickle relish.
this ain't for you.
That's just
Ain't for
me.
you. Just put about 2 tablespoons
Go on with what you're doing. That's just
of
me.
relish. And then you're gonna add some salt and pepper to taste. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon. That right there is a teaspoon right there. Don't show it to them because I might be wrong. And then I'm gonna put about a half teaspoon of black pepper. Yeah, half a teaspoon. All right, half a teaspoon. And what my
That's a half.
black pepper. Now I'm gonna start mixing all this here up. Let's see if I can get
Don't
some.
mash them, stir them. You are mashing the fire out of them potatoes. That's gonna be mashed potatoes. Well, if you're gonna, well, I'm just gonna come over and take that over if you don't quit mashing them.
You come over here. I got something for you. Now, I'm gonna put a little bit of mustard.
You gonna
in
give her
this
some
thing.
sugar daddy? Is that what you got for her?
I opened up this mustard a minute ago, and
Not much of that.
she told me to take the boogers off the top of it. I've never seen boogers on top of
I told you
mustard.
to take the crud, make sure there wasn't no
She
crud
said
on
it was
it.
crud on it, but she meant boogers. I opened it up, and there was a bunch of stuff right around there. But I took it off. While I was taking it off, mustard went all out.
Not
But I'm
much of
gonna-
that.
I'm gonna put about I don't know, maybe a
Whoa.
maybe a teaspoon.
Look, you don't put all that mustard.
Next time I make tater salad, she ain't gonna be in here.
Oh, please stop mashing them. Stir.
I will have to give it to her. You ain't supposed
Don't
to
you
mash.
come over here.
Yeah.
Well, send me a message and tell me what I can do with her. Is that not looking good?
I think
Yeah,
I need
man.
some more salad dressing.
Tell me.
It looks really dry.
Put some more salad. You tell her that. I mean, she'll tell me that kind of with that weird voice she's got.
You don't have a weird voice
Mind your
anymore.
business. Mind your business, Don.
Better put more than that in
Get
there.
her in on something and she just goes crazy. I think I might need something other else in it.
It's gonna be mashed potatoes by the time it
More
gets done.
salad dressing. Miracle Whip. Put that Miracle Whip to it.
And about a
Why
half
you mashing them up
whip.
like that?
I didn't think so. I tried to turn it over to her, but no. She wouldn't help me out none. She first gave me this old plastic spoon here, knowing I can't work with a plastic spoon. That's like giving somebody a glass, or a plastic glass. Who's ever heard of a plastic glass? It's either a glass or a plastic.
Dude, you can make
nothing.
potato cakes with that shit done.
Get there. Get there. People, I got something to tell you. Just remember tonight, if y'all out somewhere, before you drive, get in the car. Now,
What the
I told her
hell?
that time and time again, but she won't listen. She starts up the car and then runs alongside of it. That's what kind of wife I got. Now, let me see.
Mashed potato.
Let me see. I can't let her around it. No. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. People, if y'all want some delicious potato salad, come over here and see me. Look at that right there. Just
Mashed
look.
potato.
If I'd listened to her, there'd been old knots in there. You couldn't have even got them in your mouth. I'll tell you what. Now I'm fixing to make some deviled eggs. If y'all want to stand there and watch, I'll do that too. And if any of y'all want to see me make anything, please send me a request, and I'll try to make anything y'all want me to make. I don't know if I can, but I'll try to do it. Thank y'all. See you later.
I like to see him make the deviled eggs. Potato salad.
I couldn't find the devil eggs, but mashed potato salad.
Yeah. I mean, darn, he
Don't
been.
mash them. Don't mash them.
Well, she did say two things I will agree with. Don't mash them and put more a Miracle Whip. Well, he used Miracle Whip. I use Duke's mayonnaise.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wouldn't do the Miracle Whip.
No.
I mean, maybe 20 years ago, Miracle Whip was good, but I haven't liked it for a good long while. We don't get Dukes up here, but I actually stopped buying it because it's too dang expensive. I just use oil and an egg and make my own.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
Bill B said the only thing that was missing was the boiled eggs, onions, celery, and pickles. The only thing he did not put in there was the celery.
Yeah, celery.
Yeah.
He says 6 or 7 eggs.
Well,
yeah.
I hate to say it, but the first time I made potato salad, that was me and Dixie in there. Don't mash them.
What? Really? Dukes is bioengineered now? Maybe they're getting as bad as Miracle Whip then.
Damn.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
We don't have it up here, so it's a southern thing.
Hang on. Let me double check. We just bought a whole new jar.
Oh, okay. Bill B came in late. Yeah, he added onions, the pickles, and she got mad because she liked the sweet pickles, which I'll have to admit the sweet pickles taste better in it anyway.
Yeah, agreed.
Um, what else did he? He just added salt and pepper in there.
My
And
jar,
7 eggs.
my jar does not say bioengineered, and I just bought this about a day ago, a couple of days ago.
I got off of TikTok, and I know TikTok's from China, but a lot of people here use TikTok. I'll put it that way. There are still some good stuff on there. There's a lot of bad on there too, though. But just like YouTube,
It's about 75% bad, 25% good. Just depending on the type of person you are, you know what's good and what's not.
Yeah.
No, my dudes does not say it's got bioengineered on it at all. But yeah,
we may have enough time. Let me go ahead and put this on here to end it up.
Collard greens, they're perfect.
oh, I know you.
Here you go, chef. Collard greens.
Wow. Okay, great. Thank you very much indeed. Wow. It's bland, there's no seasoning, it's just fried and soggy and limp. James, what do you think?
You gotta eat it all together. If you eat it all together, it should.
Well, I did eat it all together, it still stayed bland. Thank you. My God.
What is he saying about our stuff now?
Little bland.
Oh my God. Collard greens, it's great. He's crazy. Where's the chitlins at? It's in the microwave. They're delicious. If we get 1 out of 3, we might be all right.
No kid.
Did
you had to go through.
Did you see what came out of the microwave?
Yeah, that was not chitlins.
That's what she says. Chitlins. They warmed it up in the microwave. Could you imagine the smell?
Man, no,
Everything you cook in that microwave is going to smell like chitlins.
I think that's what I got at that time I ate them.
And this is the chitlins and okra.
Okay, chitlets.
What?
I mean, I know chitlets are being testing, but should they really stink? Before I do taste them, I'd like to pray to God before I put any of that in my mouth.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name, you are blessed. We rebuke the spirit of the devil.
Yeah. You are prayed over. We guarantee you that you are not about to succumb to those chitlins. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
You'll be fine. I just had to pray over Chef before he ate the chitlins. What the?
There's no prayers going to save me on this one. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Is that what you did?
That's what I did too.
Is this where you got them?
Whoa. Chitlets. Shitlets. I need the toilet, excuse me. I knew they'd come out quicker than they went in.
Chef Ramsay is a mess.
Oh, those chairs are nice.
Oh no.
Holy crap.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
Oh, they stink. Oh.
Shall it be taking it lightly and not seriously at all?
Is he in the children's bathroom?
Man,
But anyway.
If I don't even know.
Let me
The
go ahead
chitlins I had, that's what they look like. And
they're not supposed to be so little. mine didn't look like that. It was chunks of it, but it was you could pick it up and bite it. It was,
It sounds like
that
what
looked
you got
like it's been ground up and stuff.
That looked more like boiled chitlins than, yeah. All I know is it looked like what I got, and now I know how they fixed mine.
In the microwave.
In the microwave.
Okay, we got Vineyard Chicks. They're probably live already. I don't hear them in the background.
No, Dixie's just getting off with the computer. She's going in there. Give her a minute.
Oh, okay. Make sure everybody goes over and gives them a thumbs up and watch.
They are live. They are live now.
And we will see you over there. Tomorrow I have a guest from, I think it's from Switzerland. Is that what I said? Sweden. A prepper from Sweden. And it's at 2:00 because of time difference. So if you're around at 2:00, make sure you go check out the live tomorrow. And then, are you going to be live this Wednesday, Jeff?
I hope I am. And I'm not saying that as a joke, but I'm going to set it up to be live. I mean, in my mind, I'm going to set it up to be live.
It's the holidays. It messes with you. That's why I wasn't really going to have one tonight. But anyways, Happy New Year's, everybody. And we'll see you this week sometime. And over to the Vineyard Chicks.
Out.